In the vast expanse of the Mongolian steppes, a single event ignited the flame that would forever change the course of history. A young boy, Temujin, with fire in his eyes and dreams bigger than the endless skies, is about to face the harshest reality of his life. His father, a tribal leader, has been treacherously poisoned by a rival clan. This act, meant to quash a potential threat, unknowingly plants the seeds of an empire. From these early moments of tragedy, Temujin would be forged in the crucible of adversity, learning to harness the winds of the steppe, to master the art of war, and to lead with an indomitable spirit. The world would come to know him not merely as Temujin, but as Genghis Khan, the oceanic leader, whose ambition and vision knew no bounds. The chilling winds of the steppes carried tales of old, but for young Temujin, they whispered of challenges yet to come. Stripped of their tribe's protection after the death of his father, Temujin's family found themselves cast out, seen as potential threats by tribal elders who once called them kin. In the vast wilderness, each day became a test. Abandoned and vulnerable, Temujin's formative years weren't marked by the luxury once known, but by resilience and determination. Raids from rival tribes became frequent, every dawn uncertain. The family's once plentiful provisions dwindled, making hunting essential and every meal hard-earned. Yet amid adversity, bonds strengthened. Temujin and his brother Jochi grew close as they defended their kin and foraged for food, their playful skirmishes molding them into warriors. Under the vast canvas of stars, their mother spun tales of their lineage and destiny, instilling hope and purpose. As seasons changed, so did the boy. From witnessing the treachery that took his father to facing the challenges of the steppes, Temujin was not just surviving, he was evolving, gearing up for the destiny that awaited him. The fires of ambition were kindled, and the vast steppes were merely the beginning of his journey. In the intricate dance of Mongolian tribal politics, alliances were as shifting as the sands of the steppes. Temujin, no longer just a survivor, but a leader with ambition, understood the potency of partnerships. His bond with Jamuka, established in their youth, promised a united Mongolia. Together, they imagined a horizon where fragmented tribes stood as one. But as with many ambitious dreams, theirs too met the test of differing visions. Jamuka's traditionalist ideals clashed with Temujin's revolutionary meritocracy. The rift between them widened, turning comrades into competitors, and the Mongolian plains into a battleground of strategies and loyalties. Parallel to this tension, a deeply personal crisis took center stage for Temujin. His cherished wife, Borda, was abducted by the revenge-seeking Merkit tribe, a calculated move to destabilize him. Temujin's response was swift. Rallying his allies, he launched a daring rescue mission. The battles were fierce, fueled by strategy and a fierce determination to reclaim his beloved. Berta's triumphant return was more than a personal victory for Temujin. It was a public display of his unwavering resolve and leadership. This pivotal moment reinforced his rising stature and set the stage for his transformation into Genghis Khan, the formidable leader of the Mongols. Following the triumphant rescue of Borta, Temujin's influence grew rapidly across the steppes. Word spread of a leader who was as compassionate to his kin as he was ruthless to his foes. But with recognition came rivalry. The widening rift with Jamuka had now turned into open conflict. Their once shared dream of a united Mongolia diverged into contrasting visions. Jamuka's aristocratic Mongolia versus Temujin's meritocratic ideal. The steppes echoed with the clamor of their confrontations. However, it was during this period of strife that Temujin showcased his true genius for leadership and statecraft. Implementing a system of meritocracy, he rewarded loyalty and skill over lineage. This endeared him to a vast number of warriors who flocked under his banner, weary of the old tribal hierarchies that offered them no upward mobility. Parallel to his military endeavors, Temujin forged strategic alliances through marriage and diplomacy, further consolidating his power base. All these paths converged at a grand Kurultai, a political and military assembly. With an overwhelming show of support, Temujin was proclaimed Genghis Khan, the universal ruler. It wasn't just the birth of a title, but the inception of an empire and the dawn of a new era in the annals of the Mongolian plains. With the title of Genghis Khan firmly in his grasp, the vast steppes of Mongolia were no longer enough to contain his ambitions. The world lay sprawling before him, filled with lands to conquer and civilizations to encounter. His first major campaign took aim at the Xixia and Jin dynasties of China. Employing a combination of swift cavalry tactics, psychological warfare, and unparalleled siege techniques, Genghis Khan's forces swiftly overwhelmed these established powers. The Great Wall, once an unyielding barrier, became a mere stepping stone as the Mongol horde poured into northern China. Yet Genghis Khan's campaigns weren't just about brute force. He often integrated the people of conquered regions into his empire, valuing their skills and expertise. The Mongol Empire thus became a melting pot of diverse cultures, religions, and knowledge. Beyond China, the winds of conquest carried the Mongol banners westward. The Khwarezm Empire, a dominant power in Central Asia, stood defiantly in his path. When initial overtures for trade and alliance were brutally rebuffed by the Khwarezm Shah, Genghis Khan responded with a force that left the cities of Bukhara, Samarkand, and Khiva echoing with tales of Mongol might. The wake of Genghis Khan's reign left indelible marks on the tapestry of history, weaving together a legacy of both conquest and culture. The Silk Road revival. Under his stewardship, the ancient Silk Road, once fragmented and perilous, was rejuvenated. It transformed into a bustling conduit for trade, culture, and ideas, bridging the East and West in unprecedented synergy. The Yasa. More than just a conqueror, Genghis Khan was a visionary administrator. The establishment of the Yasa, a comprehensive code of laws, brought order and justice to his vast territories. It was a testament to his understanding that a united empire needed a consistent set of principles. Religious tolerance. In a world often fractured by faith, Genghis Khan stood out as a beacon of religious tolerance. While rooted in Tengrism, he allowed Christians, Muslims, Buddhists, and others to practice their religions freely within his dominion. This open-mindedness fostered an atmosphere of respect and cultural exchange. The Yam system. Demonstrating foresight into governance, he introduced the Yam, an intricate relay system connecting the vast corners of his empire. This advanced communication network allowed swift transmission of information, facilitating effective governance and quick military mobilization. Together, these pillars of Genghis Khan's legacy paint a portrait of a leader who, while ruthless in conquest, recognized the intricate tapestry of governance, culture, and innovation necessary to sustain a vast and diverse empire. In the vast landscape of Genghis Khan's life, alongside his conquests and strategies, lies an intricate personal saga of love, alliances, and a lineage that would sprawl continents. A heart divided yet whole. While Berta was Genghis Khan's principal and most beloved wife, her place in his heart didn't exclude others. The Great Khan's marital bed was a nexus of politics and affection, each wife or consort representing a bond, an alliance, or sometimes a genuine connection. These relationships birthed not just children but also intricate political and social webs that held the burgeoning empire together. While history often focuses on his four primary sons by Berta, Joki, Chagatai, Ogadai, and Tolui, the Khan's progeny was vast and varied. From warriors to governors, from diplomats to queens, his children were as diverse in their roles as they were in their personalities. Each carried a piece of the Khan's legacy, forging their paths in the vast expanse of the Mongol dominions. Perhaps the most intriguing aspect of Genghis Khan's lineage is its sheer expanse. A study published in 2003 claimed that as many as 8% of men living within the former Mongol Empire territory share a Y chromosome lineage with Genghis Khan, suggesting he left a vast genetic legacy. This genetic footprint, spanning from the cold Mongolian steppes to the warm climes of Persia and beyond, stands as a testament to the Khan's vast and varied progeny.